my name is Kassidy Carlson. I'm going to be giving a speech on cell phones in school. How many of you guys have a cell phone? Have you guys been able to use them in a classroom or while at work?
No.
Is there a certain policy you guys have to follow?
Yes.
Most schools make students follow a phone policy that bans the use of cell phones during class. A study done by Pew called the Internet and American Life Project shows that 65% of teens who own cell phones bring them to school regardless of the rules. By allowing cell phones in school, students everywhere will have yet another tool to help them learn. Although some people claim that students should not have the access to phones in class, they actually should have the access to phones in class because phones help them learn, make daily activities easier to complete, and prepare them for life after school. My first reason why cell phones should be allowed in school is because they help the students learn. Cell phones give students easier access to internet and wider access of information. This can be beneficial to them when they are doing projects, essays, and group work. Students can learn in a way that they are more comfortable. Learning isn't always easy when you are not comfortable. Some kids cannot focus in class because it's either too loud or quiet, or there's people in the class that they do not like, and sometimes they just need a little bit of music on their phone to help them out. In an article called 4 Benefits of Using Cell Phones as Learning Tools by Concordia Online Education, they state that there are 15,000 apps specifically geared towards learning, and education apps make learning more fun for the students. I agree with this because in my government class we use an app called Kahoot whenever we are preparing for a test, and everybody participates and has a fun time. But when we are given a review worksheet, no one does it and nobody is having a good time. Audio and videos bring learning to life. Some students just need visuals to enhance their learning. The second reason why I believe that students should be allowed to have phones in school because they help students with daily activities. Phones help students contact parents for pickup and drop-off times in case the schedule changes, and it is easier to send a quick text message or a phone call to your parent or student if the schedule is changed instead of having to go through the attendance office. Phones help students stay organized. If students are assigned a due date, they can put it in their phones right away and set reminders to remind them when their assignments are due. Some planners aren't always helpful enough. Okay, and another article on cell phones done by Safe Search Kids states that cell phones provide students with help if the teacher is busy or occupied, or if the students are too afraid to ask for help, they can just grab out their phone and search for the answer that they need. Lastly, cell phones should be allowed in school because they help students prepare for their life after school. Microsoft Skill explains that schools should be teaching students how to use technology safely, and refusing to expose them to technology is almost irresponsible. Students are going to use their phones either way, and they should be shown how to use them safely so they do not make any mistakes that will follow them for the rest of their lives. Students are exposed to double standards when teaching, and administration have iPhones or iPods out in class to send a text, take a call, or use them for notes. This is not a good message to be sending to students because you're teaching them that double standards are okay. The students know how to use this technology and have it available to them, so they should be able to use it as well. Phones do not have to be a distraction, as long as schools use them reasonably and have reasonably rules set for them. The students know when it's appropriate and inappropriate to have their phones out in class. Although some students can do irresponsible things in class with their cell phones still should be allowed in class because they do help students learn, they make daily activities easier to complete, and help students prepare for their lives after school. Talk to your school administration today to overturn anti-cell phone policies immediately. Any questions?
No.
Clap.